Twin assisters Chris and Cliff Paul set out to unite their fans by creating something everyone could agree on. Having lobbed such ideas as the CP three-legged shorts and a State Farm clipper ship, they finally landed on the perfect answer. The Jordan CP3 ID in Cliff's favorite Argyle. Create your own pair. After all, when it's worn to assist, you know it.
Another installment of The Rush. As always, I'm Danny Fry.
And I'm Sean Bennett. This week, we bring you boys basketball highlights against Southeast, SAG, and Lincoln. The girls basketball team played the Cyclones as well this past Friday night. The Rush skates to the ice rink as the Glenwood hockey team took on, once again, Sacred Heart Griffin. The Rush take you to the mats as well for the Glenwood wrestling squad was at Glenwood or Springfield for the Class 2A regionals. After that, the Rush will close out with Eric Brooklow as he brings us the top 3 plays of Glenwood sports this week, as well as his NCAA basketball picks. Now let's go ahead and get the show on the road.
Last week, the boys basketball team geared up for a gauntlet of tough matchups, playing 3 games in 5 days. Here joining us as a guest anchor is head boys basketball coach Todd Blakeman. Coach, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on, Dan.
Let's go ahead and start with the Southeast Spartans. Take a look at the highlight right now. And Coach, this was a, sort of a 10-10 team coming in, but, they're still a strong team, historically.
Yeah, Southeast is always talented, and we got a couple kids that can shoot it from the perimeter. They're young, but they're big players inside. Jalen Henry, I thought we did a really nice job on him, and again, we were lucky they didn't hit a few shots early to get him going, but it's a cold night for them.
And they got one there. Andre Williams answered a 3 from Peyton Allen, and it went to the second quarter, Sean.
Jalen Henry with a jumper from the top of the key. You guys just say you're trying to keep him contained. How did you guys do that?
Well, he really doesn't go down on the block as much as we thought he would, but he kind of stayed out around the mid-post area. We were able to stay in front of him and keep him out of the paint and contest every shot, so that helped us.
Allen hits another 3-pointer here to lead into the third quarter.
Yeah, Spartans only shot 6 for 24 in the second half. Harrison DeVoe tries to save it here. Ends up right to Joel Alexander and go over to Harper Strong to the basket. Now, Coach, he's really been able to run the floor this season.
Yeah, that's kind of Cole's strength, the kind of cutter and slasher. But I'll tell you, he's doing a really nice job around the rim, and he's working on his shooting. And as soon as that comes where he needs to be, he'll be a tough player.
Harper will grab the rebound there, and he puts it back. And BJ Hill here, he'll take it down the court and get the layup himself. But it was too late, Coach. Southeast did not really shoot well Friday night.
And that will take us into the final score. Titans cruise 68-47 over the Spartans. Peyton Allen dropped 32 points. BJ Hill led the Spartans with 12. And here is Peyton Allen post-game.
Well, offensively, we just got in the rhythm. My blockers screened for me. They got me open. Coach let me go. He gives me the confidence to shoot, and I was just kind of feeling it tonight. We needed to come out here with a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and pick it up defensively. I thought that's where it helped, and defense led the offense here in this game, and we got it done. Yeah, it's a big game. It's always a rivalry game. Going to be a ton of people. We got to come out, match your intensity, match your physicality, and play good defense and convert on offense, and I think we'll get it done. It's going to be packed in here. They're going to bring a lot of people. We're going to bring a lot of people, so it'll be a fun game tomorrow.
Coach, Peyton Allen has really shown off his talents this year, averaging about 24 points a game. He scored 32 points against Southeast. As North Carolina coach, Roy Williams was there. Has that putting some big pressure on Peyton Allen?
Well, Peyton's played in front of a lot of big-time schools, and coming in here and North Carolina is definitely the biggest one of them all. But, I think there was a little bit of anxiety, maybe a little bit of stress on his part. But at the same time, he went in and he shot really well on Friday night. You're not going to shoot like that every night. So I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness, but I mean, it was just one of those games.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlight rivalry game against the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones. And here is University of North Carolina head coach Roy Williams. Came to see Peyton Allen that night. And, you know, coming off the 21-point victory, you guys had to have some confidence heading into the rivalry game, Coach.
Yeah, we did. But SHG's so physical. I mean, they push us off every spot. And, you know, they've got a little more muscle than we've got. You know, that was one thing I thought was a big part of the game. They pushed and shoved Peyton a little bit and got him a little flustered early. But we settled in and played a pretty good defensive game.
Yeah, Malik Turner with the putback. SHG led 8-2 at the end of the first quarter. Before that was a 3 by Nate Lois, who was really on. Peyton Allen inside for a hard-earned 2. Sean?
Now, SHG and Glenwood both were packed here, but football actually, Gabe Green and Malik Turner, and Malik is just a beast when it comes to football and basketball. Talk to him a little bit.
They've got 3 quality athletes on the floor, plus 2 really good shooters, and they've got some pieces. I mean, 3 guys won the state championship in football, helped them win the state championship in football, and again, they're competitors.
It was 21-10 Cyclones at the half. Time started to get it going a little bit as we head into the fourth quarter. Allen got inside. It was 24-22 at the end of the third. Sean?
You know, Lois will with the putback, and he will foul in the fourth quarter after a really tough-fought game. And Allen will be off to the races here with the layup shot, but he will get fouled. He got 9 points in the fourth quarter. SHG got off to a solid start in the fourth, and it was really hard to come back from that, Coach.
Yeah, like I said, we got down early, but I thought we played a really solid third quarter. We got beat up a little bit, and that's one thing I told our kids. We just can't, you can't back down to the physical, and it's kind of tough when you're out muscled. But still thought we played a very good basketball game. The ball didn't go in the basket.
Nate Lois, very big game for the Cyclones, 17 points. That's what Peyton Allen ended up with as well. Cyclones win by 7. Here's their head coach Blake Lucas after the game.
There's not a whole lot of kids in this conference that can guard him, so he's really stepped his game up. And you know, I'm just proud of our kids, man. It's a tough road win in the conference, and here we are. We got work to do, but you know, we're going to get better. We played good defense, and you know, we weren't hitting shots early, but we were attacking the basket. And you know, we've been talking about this new attitude, and you just got to expect to win. And man, it's a good day to be a Cyclone. I couldn't be more proud of these kids. You know, I'm honored to be their coach. So it's a fun night.
Now, Coach, you're talking about how physical SHG is. It's tough to turn around and play a couple days later on Tuesday night against Lincoln. You know, there's just such different styles. Talk about what it was like after playing that hard physical game, then turn around and play the 1-2-2 zone of the Railers.
Yeah, I mean, Friday night played a very good game. I thought Friday and Saturday, we just didn't get the victory on Saturday. It's just something that you've got at this point in time. You want to be playing your best basketball, and I think we're really kind of got over the hump. We found some personnel issues that we've got to that we fixed, and you're moving guys in and out in different matchups. But coming into Lincoln is just the 1-2-2 is just so tough, and again they're third in the state and very good basketball team, and you got to go out and defend all 5 of them. So it's a very different game to get ready for, and it's a rivalry, and then we were ready to play.
And now here is the highlight between the Titans and the Railers. This was a makeup game from earlier in the year, and they made up on a Tuesday night, tip-off 7:45. And Joey Olden here starting line for Lincoln. He was 0 for 9 entering the game from three-point land, and no one guessed, Coach, he would have the performance that he did.
Well, we said we were either going to make him, he was going to miss some shots, we were going to make him an all-conference player, and obviously he was looking like an all-conference player on that night. But you have to pick your poison with these guys. They got 5 guys who can shoot for 3. You know, Cook and Block are the 2 best players. Yeah. We really wanted to keep them off of keep them out of stride, and we did for a while, but they still got their points.
It was a 3-point shootout early, Coach, back and forth. Allen and Olden going back and forth, and here's Max Cook. John?
He answers back with his own triple, and the Rail Splitters fan section was improvable all night. Allen will block Olden, and Harper will go coast to coast, but Block hauls in the rebound. Block is really balanced player in the room.
Yeah, he's a very good player. He really improved from last year. A lot of it is strength, but you know, we were able to have an inside-outside game. We shot some 3s early, but Cole Harper stepped up and played a very, very good ball game inside.
Lincoln led 28-27 at the half.
That was after Peyton Allen drilled a big 3 from the top of the key. That was really the difference of the second quarter. And here, put back for Cole Harper to put the ball back in the bucket. Joey Olden, though, with another one of his 7 threes. That one towards the end of the third quarter. There's the buzzer, and Coach, some more momentum was taken away there by the Railers, 44-39 heading into the fourth.
They're very good at the end of quarters. I mean, if they got the ball with 30, 40 seconds, they're going to hold it to the last second shot. So we have to do a better job of that.
And there was a key technical foul not shown there, but earlier against Peyton Allen. And again, Lincoln able to take back some of the game there, Coach, after that tee on Peyton Allen, because then they went and scored a 3 right after the 2 free throws, Coach.
Yeah, I think they came over and said something. It was getting chirpy on both sides. I think the officials had enough of it. And it was just something that happened out of the basket. And I'm not sure it warranted a technical or not, but it happened. And, they were going to get the ball back anyway, and they just happened to hit the 3. And it was kind of a turning point in the game.
Sean, the final score.
Lincoln capped that one off by 10 points. Glenwood lost 55-65. Harper with 18 points and Olden with 23 points.
And here's Olden and Block, Lincoln players, after the game.
They were on their home floor. They wanted to get back after that game last time, so they came out with a lot of fire right away, and we picked it up eventually, but yeah, slow start a little bit. Past few practices, Coach Al keeps yelling at me to shoot it, and I guess I listened to him this time and shot it for once, and it actually went in.
Joey Olden stepped up big for us tonight, and in my opinion, he was a game changer, and that's what we need out of him, and that's what's so good about this team, that someone steps up different every night. They came out ready to play, and they defended well, and we didn't adjust like we needed to until the second half, and we pulled out a good win.
And now, Coach, how do you think the team's really progressing now that they're starting to hit the final stretch? You got Springfield tonight at Willard Dewey Gymnasium, and then it's Taylorville and then Southeast sort of in the final push towards the regionals.
Well, I tell you, like I said before, you got to be playing your best basketball, and we've ironed some things out. I really like the look on the kids' faces, and we're getting better and defining who we are and what we need to do, and really excited. I mean, we got our last 4 games here, and I'm really excited to get ourselves ready to get into the regionals here in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Forgot to mention a senior night coming up Tuesday against Highland. Talk about some of the seniors, obviously Peyton Allen, but other role players like Tyler Brown and Josh Matchney.
Yeah, both of them have been a key part of our basketball team, and Josh earlier and played really good defender inside and was getting better at least, and now Tyler Brown is our stopper, and sometimes we're on certain players, but both of them have done a nice job along with Peyton Allen. Really proud of them.
All right, Coach, thanks for coming on, and good luck towards the rest of the season. Glenwood plays at Springfield tonight against the Senators. It's at Willard Dewey Gymnasium. The tip-off is at 7:45 tonight. It's time for our first commercial break. When we come back, we will head back to the court again as the girls basketball team battled SHG in a game that went down to the wire. Also, when we come back, we'll have hockey and wrestling highlights, so stay right there. That Willie's in Chatham is a great family restaurant that supplies a wonderful dining experience. We offer outstanding fried chicken and over-the-top Walleye pizza. With quality products at affordable prices, that Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969.
Aaron, you're all set.
Great, thanks.
Mike, thanks for doing that discount double check. You saved us hundreds.
What was that?
The discount double check? It's when we comb through your policies to make sure that you're getting all the discounts you deserve.
No, I get that part, but you guys are doing my move.
The discount double check move?
It's my touchdown dance.
So you're a dancer?
No, I'm a quarterback.
Oh, quarterback.
More.
I'm a robot. Get out of here.
Get to a better state, State Farm.
Call Steve Bedford in Chatham for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
Kids, breakfast is ready. Eat up. Your friend's gonna be here pretty soon.
I'll be there in a second.
Have a great day.
My friend's here, I'm leaving.
Be safe. Come home right after school.
All right, see ya.
Wow, your dads are really looking out for you.
That's not my dad. That's my family's financial advisor, Mr. Sullivan.
Sullivan Financial, looking out for your investments and your family.
Welcome back to The Rush. The girls basketball team took on SHG at home right before the boys game in front of a packed gym. Here with us on set now is Glenwood girls basketball assistant coach Bill Clem. Now, Coach Clem, thanks for coming on, and can you talk about what it's like for the girls to play in such of a bigger crowd because they played right before the boys did?
Well, it's real exciting for them. Typically, the crowds aren't nearly as big, and because of the rivalry, and then preceding the boys' varsity game, it brings a lot more people, and they get excited about that. I think that brings a lot more energy for them.
And that energy definitely paid off in the long run. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights here, and the Titans and the Lady Cyclones. Sean, SHG got off to a solid start.
They did. They got off really early with Allison Brent with a nice move to the basket, and she will score off the glass. Now, with the freshman, Maddie Clintworth, she gets a handle on it and then gets the runner to full. And Coach, more underclassmen have been really stepping up lately.
Yes, they have. We try to bring them along as the season progresses, and they've done very well. And all of the teammates, upperclassmen, have supported them, and it's truly a team effort.
SHG answers back. Well, Danny Healy is fouled, but she still knocks down the baseline jumper. And this Lady Sykes led by 5 after the first quarter.
Well, on to the second quarter. Parker Bandy steps back and she will hit a 3 from the right wing, assist to Maggie Jewin. And Parker Bandy's really scoring a lot for you guys lately.
Yes, she does. She's a good shooter.
And she's a shooter that's really improved throughout the season. And here and knocked down another jumper there for the Cyclones. Kaylin Tate-Giles up a triple. The Titans trailed 31-29 at halftime, Sean.
Maggie Jewin, a leading scorer. She started to heat up in the third quarter with a deep 2 from the top of the key. Now, Coach, this is when you could really tell the momentum was starting to get going. As GHS with Jewin knocks down yet another jumper.
Yeah, when she starts getting going, it seems like the team does.
She's kind of the leader. She brings the energy, and everybody seems to follow right along. And Nikki Hogan's another one that helps bring energy to the team. So, truly our leaders.
Glenwood led by 1, 42-41, entering the fourth quarter. Ellie Alexander inside, key play here. Abby Deverman, the sophomore, checks in and forces the ball out of bounds on SHG. And now Maddie Torrey will inbound to Deverman again. And who would have thunk it? Abby Deverman from the top of the key drains the 3 with 5 seconds to go. That put the Titans ahead 58-55. Now, Coach, such a big shot for an unlikely hero as the Titans win by 3.
Well, actually, Abby's been shooting very well all year long on the JV, and obviously we're giving her opportunities on the varsity, and she has that confidence to shoot, and her teammates have confidence in her as well.
And Sean with the final scoreboard.
Deverman capped it off for you guys as Glenwood, you guys went on 58-55. Maggie Jewin with 19 points and Nikki Hogan with 8.
Now, that shot, such a boost as SHG did have a chance to try and go. It came up a little short. And talk about how that will boost this your team's confidence, really heading towards this final push as you guys enter regionals.
Yes, we have one regular season game senior night. And after that, it's regionals. And we believe as a coaching staff that the girls are coming along at the right time of the year, and we're excited about what we can do in the postseason.
Now, with this team, last question, it really seemed that you guys have improved throughout the year and really competed with some of the better teams in the conference. Seems like Rochester's been that one team, but Springfield High you guys have been able to take down to the wire, and you guys got to like the performances in those certain situations.
Absolutely. Actually, our schedule's been a very difficult one for most teams. We looked up just recently, 4 of the #1 seeds throughout the state are teams that we've played this year. So we've played a tough schedule, and it's definitely helped the girls gain some confidence, especially the win with SHG.
Awesome, Coach. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Coach. Next up for the Titans girls basketball team is regionals in Lincoln, starting for Glenwood on Tuesday against Taylorville at 8 o'clock.
The Glenwood Hockey Club took on Sacred Heart Griffin Wednesday night at the Nelson Center for senior night. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rivalry in the rink. The Titans and the Cyclones. And Glenwood will go ahead and they will start off fast with a goal from sophomore A.J. Turner. He's a little guy, but puts it past the SHG goalie there. Now defenseman Jake Vance, he'll try for a goal. And you know what? It's stopped by the goalie Keith Steele, though, Sean.
SHG shows off their skills early as well with Ty Clearwater with a fast-paced goal on Jake Brandon to tie the Titans and the Cyclones. SHG once again here with Connor Timoney this time with the goal past Jake Brandon once again.
Now, it was 2-0 tied at the end of the first period, and then you mentioned, Sean, where it really got going, and Jake Brandon tries to recover, and he gets a save off of the Cyclones, but SHG too much, too fast here as the Titans fall again to SHG. That's another loss for the Titans. 5-2 win for SHG. Sean?
You know, SHG's just kept going on with 3 points.
Season.
Glenwood 2-5, unfortunately. Brandon Hay with 1 goal and AJ Turner with 1 goal as well.
In a makeup game on Monday at 7 o'clock at the Nelson Center, Glenwood will face Bloomington in the next hockey matchup.
Wrestling has now entered the postseason stage with regionals this past weekend at Springfield High. Here's a guest analysis is Titans senior wrestler Mason Kaler. Thanks for joining us, Mason.
Thanks for having me.
Recently, you guys have had some tougher competition. How have you adjusted to these stronger opponents?
We just go into every meet thinking that we're more conditioned, more well prepared to versus these tougher teams, and as we go into them, we just have a higher confidence and ability that we think we have, and because of our coaches, how they teach us. So,
And you guys went up to Springfield to get a regional. So let's go ahead and take a look at these highlights right now.
Yeah, regionals, the Titan wrestler starting at 106 pounds of Brady Thompson. Sean?
Thompson, throughout this match on Saturday, he was just a rock. Now, all during this match, Thompson seemed to be on the attack against Zach Shanks on Landfield, Mason.
He really was on the attack.
yeah, he was. He wins by a technical fall there, and Brady's one of those guys that he's just, no matter what position he's in, he's going to battle as hard as he can to get what he needs to have done. So,
as he really was, he didn't give up. It seemed like every move he could to get there, and Sean, he got some appreciation there.
From his dad and his coaches. TJ Wrigley with 120.
Yeah, TJ Wrigley starts off nice and clean with the attempt at the slam. Couldn't get the full force, though, Mason, against Zach Talzak of Mount Zion. He'll stand up, but Coach kind of helping TJ out a little bit.
yeah, Mount Zion got up on him 1-0 real early there, and as you can see here, TJ working for that takedown, and he eventually does get it. TJ's one of those wrestlers, too, that he's just going to battle and battle the whole time.
He's new here to GHS. Talk about how he's improved.
He's improved quite a lot. He came here from Ohio. Beginning of the season, he was kind of rusty, but as the season went on, he got a lot better, and as you can see there, he got a regional title.
Yeah, 120 pounds regional champion, and now goes to you, Mason.
Mason, you and Teray Taborn will go toe-to-toe in a rematch from a couple weeks ago as you try to get some points on the board, but talk about how it sort of turned for the worse here.
Well, he has leg in. I just tried to hip out of it, and turns out I did not make the right move very well, and he ends up pinning me. So,
you know, it moves on to your friend Damian Blake after that loss, unfortunately.
Yeah,
with 160 pounds.
Yeah, right next, but Mason still second, and we'll move on to sectionals tonight. We'll talk about that a little later. Damian Blake against Roger Lanter of Rochester. Now picks the throwdown of Damian, and talk about how Blake thrown on his back here, and he ends up taking second place as well.
Yeah, he just got a little too high there, and this Rochester kid, he's really well known for all of his rolls and his throws there, and as you can see there, he just throws him straight into the front headlock right there, and he just holds him there for a thing. So, tough match.
It was a tough match, sort of a tough end to it. JD Rush ended up taking second as well. So did JD Turner at 142 pounds, or 145, excuse me. And here are the results. Sean?
The Class 8A team, Springfield, will finish off first with 216.5. You guys finish off at second, 144.5. And Lanphier will finish off third with 137 as you guys move on to sectionals.
Yeah, and that's the top three of each class. Move on to the individual sectionals starting tonight at 5 here at GHS. Now, what can you really expect?
We're going out. We've been practicing hard, so what you would expect is that we're going to go out there and we're going to wrestle as hard as we can, and that's what we've been preparing for. So,
now talk about what are some of the specific things that you've been preparing for with Coach Mosier and Coach Johnson. Any specific things, you know, like you mentioned, you know, sort of tightening up your moves against a guy like
yeah, that's what we're doing. Really, is just we're not really going more or less where we're getting tired, but we're getting in there. We're getting more technically sound because everybody you wrestle from here on out is good. So no scrubs.
Mason, we'll be looking for you tonight and tomorrow at the sectional here at GHS. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks, Mason. Class 2A wrestling sectionals are hosted here at Glenwood High School tonight with prelims tonight at 5:30 with finals tomorrow morning.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, thank you. It's time for the last commercial break of the day. When we come back, Eric Brooklow will bring you the top 3 plays of Glenwood sports as well as his college basketball picks. Stay tuned.
Well, Mr. Raji, we could save you hundreds by doing a discount double check.
Not you too, Raji. You're on my team. You know that's my move.
The discount double check?
No, it's my touchdown dance, man.
Here we go again. Sir, you're not even doing it right. Raji, drop it.
Show me what you got, Raji.
What is this?
Come on now. You said you were a dancer.
Where you going, buddy? Come on back.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Call Steve Bedford in Chatham for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
That Willie's in Chatham is a great family restaurant that supplies a wonderful dining experience. We offer outstanding fried chicken and over-the-top Walleye pizza. With quality products at affordable prices, that Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969.
Welcome to the top 3 plays of Glenwood Sports this week. As always, I'm Eric Burklow. Let's begin the countdown of play number 3 as we head to the Class 2A Wrestling Regional at Springfield High as TJ Wrigley wins the 120-pound individual regional championship 2-1. On the play number 2, as Peyton Allen puts the ball off the backboard right to Cole Harper, who scores and Glenwood cruise past Southeast 68-47. Back on Friday night. Now it's time for the top play of Titan Sports this week, and it's girls basketball game versus SHG as GHA sophomore Abby Deverman drains the game-winning go-ahead 3-ball to put Glenwood past SHG 58-55 in the final seconds. Now it's time for my second edition of basketball picks for the 2014 season. My first game is Florida at Kentucky. I think Kentucky will win because of Julius Randle averages 18 points a game. And Kentucky has won 8 out of 10 right now, and I think it'll be a close game with Kentucky winning by 2. Next is VCU at St. Louis. I think SLU will win. Their tough defense. Their Billikens are 8th ranked scoring defense in the nation. They will be red hot, winning 16 in a row, playing really good ball right now. St. Louis will beat the Rams by 3. Moving on to Creighton and Villanova. I think Creighton will pull it out against the Wildcats. The last time they played, it was a blowout, and Creighton won 96-68. It's a battle of the top 2 teams in the Big East. Villanova 9-1, and Creighton's 9-2 in the Big East. I think this game will be closer than the last time played, but the Jays will still win by 2 points. In my last game is Pitt at North Carolina. I think Pitt will win. They are coming off a crazy game against Syracuse. The Panthers are 8-3 in the ACC and 20-4 overall. This will be the first and only meeting between Pitt and UNC of the season. I think Pitt will bring a strong D to close out the game at the end. Pitt will win 58-53. Now let's send it back to Danny to wrap up this week's show.
Thanks, Eric. Sorry for the technical difficulties on that. I believe we are going to close out the show here on Camera One. That's it for this episode of The Rush. Make sure to come out to see the boys basketball game at Springfield. The tip-off at 7:45. Our next show also is on the 21st, February 21st, a correction to the rundown. The Class 2A IHSA Wrestling Regionals are tonight, and they lead into tomorrow morning, hosted here at Glenwood. That's all for this episode. Join us next week for another episode packed full of highlights. Please on.